as well. And therefore we thought, let's ask Ramdev about some of the key books that he's read and what has he learned from this book. So Ramdev, there are a clutch of names out there. I've got a few preferences from you, and I just knew that your favorite list can't be without the letters from Berkshire Hathaway.
That changed life. See, first book I read, see, it all depends on, I'm a chartered accountant, always hungry for the reading and all. And in 80s, you are not getting much, so your mind was actually clean. Today, these blogs and all are so much. I didn't go to, luckily I didn't go to MBA class. They didn't tell me Greeks,
Yeah. So, but this is the book, right, Ramdev, that we're talking about, the letters to shareholders.
Yeah, I mean, this is the book. Now they sell it in book form. Every year they update. But actually, you can go to the site, berkshirehathaway.com, and there are letters are there, yearly, from 67 till date. You can download free of cost without registration.
Great, awesome.
So you don't have to buy the book. It's expensive actually.
Okay, fair call. Okay, but sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, so first book I read was One Up on the Wall Street by Peter Lynch. So that book was common sense investing, That was very, I mean that time entire this Peter Lynch fund, Magellan fund or something was just going through the roof. And he wrote that book. It is very, very, I mean, so I learned a lot from that. Then came this Buffett letters. That I was not knowing what is market, what is value, what is price. And I used to go like a ping pong every day with the market, And then I read, that cooled me off completely. And then I read from 67 till 95. And that changed me completely. We became very focused investor. I had on 10 crore portfolio, I had 225 companies. I brought it down to 15.
You mentioned that, yes.
And since then, we talk about 15, 20, 22 companies in our portfolios. That's the genesis. From 95, I never had more than 20 stocks.
Wow. Some of the other interesting books, I knew Intelligent Investor is a part of your list, so not surprised there. Couple of others, Ramdev, and I think
was Common Stocks, Uncounted Profit.
That's the number 2 on your list.
Yes, yeah, Phil Fisher.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Why is that so?
It gives you framework. See, when you are young, first time I'm a farmer's son, so I don't have any legacy from parents and all. So when you come to the market first time, you don't know what to ask for. Everything is there in the internet or everywhere, but how do you structure your thinking? So this one gives you the scuttlebutt, the 14 questions required to ask in a company. When you are looking at a company, what to look for. So this is a very simple book. But I would think this is the first book one should, even before the letters, one should read this.
Okay. Do you still kind of borrow some lessons from this book? I mean, I'm sure you've created your own framework.
Yeah.
But maybe some lessons still borrowed from this book
Absolutely.
as well?
I mean, lessons are timeless.
Yeah.
Whatever we learned, we learned. So like what I learned in double entry in accounting and CA, it's a permanent, So we keep using whatever we have learned from there. Like this value and price. Price is what you pay and value is what you get. Is the quote from here.
Yeah.
Or before starting to invest in the stocks, first you must figure out how the money is made in a particular country. Because every country has few businesses which are doing well because of some reason or other. Every business doesn't do well in every country. So competitive advantages also is a very specific to a country, and many times it is very specific to even region within a country. So you must figure out who can make money.
Okay. Yeah. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have probably time for 1 or 2 books more. So let me just read out the names first, and then Ramdev can pick one more book that he wants to probably talk about. Number 3 on his list is The Intelligent Investor. Then there is Competitive Advantage by Michael Porter. Those books should come up on your screen actually. Let's just get those books. Number 3 on his list is The Intelligent Investor. Number 4 is...
So this tells you, Intelligent Investor, actually just go back.
Yeah, let's just go back to The Intelligent Investor.
So Intelligent Investor has an introduction by Warren Buffett. Just one page. One page. Please read that.
Okay.
In that he says, chapter 8 and 20 are the bulk of the book it is at.
Okay.
So what is chapter 8 and 20? 8 talks about businesses the stocks are nothing but pieces of businesses. Don't look at, you have to be completely business-like. You are buying pieces of businesses. And chapter 20 talks about the margin of safety. Never forget, these are the 3 best words written about the investing. That is margin of safety, the gap between value and price.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's, well, he knows these books inside out. Number, and as one reader should. Number 4 on his list is Competitive Advantage by Michael Porter.
Yeah.
Number 5 on his list. Okay,
this
sorry.
is mother of all the books.
Competitive
Even
Advantage.
yesterday we spent entire evening while doing the wealth creation study on this book.
Okay.
This one and the competitive strategy by Michael Porter.
Right.
We actually went to the YouTube and listened to him for almost an hour. So, you know, he's so fantastic, he's so passionate. I mean, the book is slightly difficult to read and maybe a little theoretical, written in 70s. So,
Sure.
you can at least, I mean, he talks so profusely about the competitive strategy, 5 forces and the strategy. He says bulk of the companies have no strategy.
Got it.
Yeah, and it is very forceful. You must read this book. I think after Buffett, if there is anybody to be saluted, it is a Michael Porter, at least by me.
Wow. Okay, that's a tall statement, and therefore number 4, the number 4 book on his list, Ramdev, he speaks volumes about that. Number 5, Snowball.
That's a biography of Buffett. I think if you read this book, I mean, there are 500-600 pages Alice Schroeder has written. So I was avoiding to read because I had read so many books and everything. I said, why? Then somebody said, no, you read, you will still find value. When you read this book, then you realize what it took him to go from $0 to $1,000 or first $1,000 how he earned.
Okay.
He read a book for earning $1,000.
Okay, that's interesting. And then Ramdev, choose one more out of these 3 before we wrap up the show.
Yeah.
One is value migration, the other one is value investing, and the third one is the Warren Buffett portfolio. Okay, give me a choice between value migration and value investing.
Must read.
Value migration.
Must read.
Okay.
Value Migration by Adrian Slovetsky. It is a wonderful book by a professor from Harvard. Good thing it is not popular. So you can exploit. I have used it like the Bharti and HDFC. HDFC Bank, how much money we made? From $40. I mean, it was for less than 1,000 crores. Today it is a 5 lakh crores.
Yeah.
Right in front of it and dividend on top of it. So, I mean, this value migration, even in insurance and all. See, this concept of value migration, going from one business model to other business model, keeps happening all over the world, all the businesses. And that gives you the actually opportunity. In fact, value migration, if there was no value migration, I think the winners and losers are decided in the past only. You would have not got a chance to make money. It is because of value migration that you keep seeing the new businesses coming up, new companies coming up, and you get an opportunity to trounce the old ones and the new guys come and make money.
Okay.